The ability to step into the shoes of her readers that empowers her to accomplish and inspire this. One of the most useful aspects of this book is how thoughtful she is about bringing about change effectively in a way that aligns with our brains. For example, consider that most change initiatives have many complex components, launched at the same time as the organization is undertaking its day-to-day tasks. Melina instead recommends that change efforts start with decreasing the pressure on a team to deliver various projects and increasing the bandwidth available for change. Moreover, Melina endorses pursuing changes one at a time, rather than having a variety of changes launched at once, so the team can focus on getting the change right rather than doing it fast. Likewise, Melina's approach is to change lives in a world of humans rather than mice looking for cheese. She describes research-based techniques to get buy-in from teams into change initiatives and develop trust in the team leader as protecting and promoting the team's interests. A key component of change that she highlights is how to ameliorate team conflicts and improve relationships between team members, which is critical for the journey of implementing change. A point I found useful, and I think you will too, is how to make change into something fun rather than a drag. And if you're in a hurry to implement a change effort tomorrow, you can skip to the "It's not about the cookie" chapter and then listen to the rest of the book. In short, Melina is truly thoughtful about change and everything else. You'll learn a lot from this book about how to make change happen in a way that works with who we are and how our brains function, rather than idealized, but false, stories about how we should work and think. If you want to help your team thrive in our increasingly disrupted world, dive right in. Dr. Gleb Tsipursky, behavioral scientist, CEO of Disaster Avoidance Experts, and author of bestseller Never Go With Your Gut: How Pioneering Leaders Make the Best Decisions and Avoid Business Disasters. Career Press, 2019. Part 1. Big Plans and Micro Moments. Chapter 1. Culture, Change, and the Brain. Change is necessary. As Will Rogers points out, even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. But change is also hard. Do you agree? Most people do. After all, we've been taught this for essentially our entire lives. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? As it turns out, old dogs can learn new tricks. And according to some, they do so faster and easier than younger dogs, because they aren't as easily distracted. I'm here to tell you that while we have been taught it for years, change doesn't have to be hard. If you approach change properly, it can be quite easy. People naturally and happily embrace change all the time, but we tend to ignore its signs. I'm guessing you can barely remember a time before having your smartphone with you everywhere you go. You've conveniently forgotten what it was like to have to know exactly what you were going to do all day, so you could print out directions from MapQuest before leaving, or feeling bored in line and not being able to check your email, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or play a quick game of Candy Crush to pass the time. The iPhone changed everything, but it wasn't the first smartphone. That was created by IBM in 1992, a full 15 years before Steve Jobs made his infamous announcement at Macworld. There was some traction for smartphones in those 15 years. Perhaps you had a Palm Pilot or BlackBerry, now collecting dust in the attic. But the speed of change was nothing like the iPhone. And before it came around, many people stubbornly rebelled against a seemingly difficult or unnecessary change. I'm writing this a few weeks after the 15th.